I want to read just one another little part from. This is like a two-page thing. It's the only thing that. Remember, I have like about two or three of these letters that are more detailed that are missing. I want to read this other little part. But now let's say that the state of Arizona does not require labeling of alcohol content. If a beer company changes the formula of their beers, does the state of Arizona run a random toxicology on changed beers coming into the state to ensure that the contents is in fact what is the changed formula, especially when expressed through advertising and verbal comment on what is all natural? So I guess what obviously what I'm getting at there is, I mean, that should be lawful, guys. If a company changes their formula, that there is, you're taking a toxicologist, say, okay, they're saying it's natural, they're saying that they changed the recipe. We have to ensure that the citizens are protected by what that changed formula is. There has to be some type of regulation there. And again, if you get, when I'm looking at my notes and I'm looking at even the little things that I'm writing here, it's like, the it's like the state says, well, I comply with the federal act, but then the federal act states that uh, you know that the state can make the rules. So it's almost like it almost equates to not having to do anything. We will comply with the federal regulation. Oh well, but we'll give it to the state and they can do what they want. There has to be clear regulations on changed formulas and changed to where there needs to be a toxicology done on the alcohol. Again, in my situation, I believe this is just directed towards me. And I'm speaking in regards to just common sense to say, okay, you change a formula, there has to be a toxicology done. That would be by surprise on, and to ensure that, hey, I'm doing a toxicology saying that is all natural or chemical derived. Uh, Gosh, man, it just, it I'm looking at all these things, and I'm asking the whys. You know, what is the exemption? What is the amended law you're stating? Why repeal that law? They're doing actions that are legal, not explaining what makes them legal. Then they're doing actions that are not legally done, but not going any further to explaining how you are repealing a law uh, without the minutes, without making it public, and not in accordance to the rulemaking. Then how is it lawful to repeal that law? I'm asking those questions. There is no explanation either, on anything that I'm even talking about. And then in referencing pursuant to laws 1996, what does that mean, man? I mean, that's a reference? I mean, what laws of 1996? I mean, um, but again, I'm under an extreme government intrusion. I did this in 2012. They would have to investigate that and have a report on it. And I realized that when I'm doing this, I say, you know what, I'm under a government intrusion. Anything I'm typing and working on, they have to, go in and investigate the harm of it, or if it's harmful or not, and have a conclusion of it. So then I said to myself, I wasn't done with this. I mean, do I mail this out or not? Do I have to mail this out, or they legally have to investigate that anyways? Um, it's just that now I don't know if there's a conclusion on that investigation, so I'm talking about it. Started talking about it last year, or not knowing what's the conclusion on this situation because I haven't heard anything. So I'm going to talk about it again, and then legally the government has to investigate it. Okay, let me see. No,